Pause. Hello, friends. My name is Pastor Gord Clark, who we've never met before. And this is the Dynes Pentecostal Online Church, our weekly devotional. We call it Pause, because we want to be a time where we just sit back for a minute or two, either over the lunch hour or wherever it may be for you, and we listen to what the Spirit of God is saying to us. We feed our souls with some soul food. And this is a very important week for many, many people. Now, let me say this. It's no more important a week than any other week, as we are called to walk with God every single week. But of course, there's an emphasis this week with what we just had on Palm Sunday, and then Good Friday coming up, and then Resurrection Sunday coming up. And I want to suggest to you that you take moments this week and pause. Listen to what the Spirit of God is saying to you for now, in these moments. There's a special story told of a priest named Eli who had a young apprentice. And the young apprentice you might be familiar with, his name was Samuel. Samuel had been dedicated back to God by his parents. Hannah, who had been given the gift of this child, and her covenant was that she would bring the child back. The child would be dedicated to the service of God. And that's what happened. And Samuel comes and he begins to serve in the temple under the leadership of Eli. But sadly, Eli had lost the ability, for whatever reason, to listen and hear what the Spirit of God would say. So there's a night in which Samuel hears his name. He runs to Eli, who is sleeping, and says, "Eli, did you call me?" And Eli says, No, I didn't call you. Go back to sleep. Same thing happens again a little bit later on. Samuel comes running in, Samuel trying to be obedient, and he says, "What do you need?" And Eli says, "I didn't call you." And then it happens one more time. And Eli says, "It's the Lord." And when you hear your name called, say, "Speak, Lord, your servant is listening." That's what we see in 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "And the Lord came and called as before, 'Samuel, Samuel.' And Samuel replied, 'Speak, your servant is listening.'" I asked myself the question, of course, when I was preparing this. How good am I? And or how often do I listen when the Spirit of God is calling? I'm asking you the question. Even in this special week when it's easier for us to go and to focus on Good Friday and on Resurrection Sunday, on what the Lord has done for us. But friends, this is far more than a historical fact. This is the greatest reality that earth has ever seen. That the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords came, sacrificed his life for you and for me. And now we can live in the reality of knowing God in redemption, knowing God in relationship, hearing from God, listening. That's the critical element here. Do you listen? You see, I want to suggest to you and to me that listening here is far more than simply hearing. It's listening and doing. So the pause moment I have for us is to listen and to obey. Listening for and to the Holy Spirit's direction in all things and for all things, and following it in obedience. That is how we become more and more like Jesus, more and more his disciples, more and more his followers, more and more following in that which God created us to be and to do. So will you pause? Will you listen for and to the Holy Spirit's direction? In all things and for all things. And then follow it. Follow that direction in obedience. Have a great week. Of course, I suggest you find a place to go to church on Good Friday. If you can't go, you can watch us. We'll have a communion service, special Good Friday service, 10 a.m. Then if you can't go again, we'll have it on Sunday morning. We'll have our message at 8 a.m. We'll have our full stream at 9. You can join us for any and all of those things. But if you can go to a local church, a local fellowship of believers on Good Friday, Resurrection Sunday, do that. Not only be encouraged, but be an encourager as you listen to what the Spirit would have you to say and follow in obedience. Have a great rest of your week. Justified freely forever. One day he's coming back, glorious day. He's coming soon, he's coming soon. With joy we welcome his returning. It may be morn, it may be night or noon.